Hey guys, what's up? It's Jesse. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't already, check out the video where I mount the CVT Mt hood rooftop tent to my Prinsu top rack. In this video, I'm going to show you a few adjustments I'm making to the mounting feet or how I have the tent mounted to the top rack. In my last video, I took off the Prinsu tent mounting feet and I put on the CVT hardware that secures the tent straight to the crossbar. The tent right now is laying on top of all my crossbars. That's the problem because here you can see the tent is touching the side rail of the cab rack, and when I'm on the road there's some rattling or vibration coming from right here. When I first set up the tent, I made a big mistake by actually securing the tent to one of these crossbars. This was a problem because you want the tent to flex with just the rear. You don't want the tent to be secured to the front and the rear. In this video, I'm going to remove that hardware that secures the tent straight to the crossbar, and I'm going to replace it with the Prinsu tent mounting feet that I ordered. In my last video, I just took these out. The reason I took them out is because CVT recommended I tried to use the hardware that they sent me and compare them to the way these feet worked. These feet worked fine, except there was just a little bit of movement in the front of the rack, going like this on the road when you'd be going fast, just a little bit. Now I know that the CVT hardware is not going to work alone because I have the Prinsu cab rack. CVT also gave me an idea that I would use 2 crossbars per mounting feet. I'll show you what that looks like right now. I think this is a great idea because 2 crossbars will be stronger than just one. Now it's like a 4x1 instead of a 2x1. Now I'll start removing the hardware that was provided with the CVT Mt hood tent. If you haven't checked out the video where I install the Prinsu top rack yet, go check it out. I really love my top rack because it's really easy to work with and I've had a lot of fun adjusting it. To make it easier to access the bolts, I just removed the last crossbar on my top rack. Super easy. Now I'm going to remove this whole side rail, that way I can stick my arm in here to access that other bolt. Now I'm going to take these 3 crossbars out completely. In order to do that, I got to undo the T30 bit on the other side. Check it out. Now I could access the bolts much easier. I pretty much just disassembled half my Prinsu top rack. I got 3 more to take out. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. Now I gotta slide that out. I wouldn't have to be doing this if I didn't have the Prinsu cab rack. If I only had the Prinsu top rack, I could use the hardware provided from CVT and my tent would look this low profile, this low on the racks without the cab rack. But I really love the look of this cab rack. It's one of the lowest racks to your roof, which is awesome. You can mount just about anything to the racks. I'm excited to start hooking some stuff up to it after the tent. Let me know what you guys would do. Would you keep the cab rack and raise the tent by an inch? Or would you ditch the cab rack, get rid of it, and keep the tent mounted straight to the crossbars and keep it low profile? I do think with the Prinsu tent mounting feet only raising off the crossbar 1 inch, it still looks low enough to me. Now that I got both bolts loosened, check out how easy the mounting hardware slides out. That's what I love about both of these products. They're made by experts and leaders in the industry, so they're super easy to work with. They've been designed to where you can customize the racks to fit your needs, however you need to use them. And the tent, the track system under it, is super nice. When I say these products are easy to work with, I mean that it's easy to take them apart and put them back together. I've done most of this by myself. My brother Brock did help me lift the tent up on top of the racks, but the few adjustments that I've made to the mounting feet, I've done by myself, and it hasn't been too hard. This hardware was provided with the CVT Mt hood tent. Since I'm having a hard time getting a few of these off, I asked Chris at CVT in Las Vegas if he can send some more, and he was nice enough to say yes. Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it. I'm using 2 crossbars with 2 mounting feet instead of 1 crossbar and 2 mounting feet. The idea of using 2 crossbars and this won't work. This would only work with 1 crossbar. My idea of using both mounting hardware won't work with 2 crossbars. There is a slight gap between the crossbar and that bracket down there. You see? You want it to be laying flat on that, I'm pretty sure. So for today, I'm only going to use the Prinsu mounting foot, and I'm going to take this off. I scooted the tent over a little bit. That way I could put the feet in the crossbars much easier. There you can see that it sticks up off the cab rack just a little bit, like 1 inch. Did you guys like the way it looked before, sitting an inch lower? Or does it look alright? To me, it looks fine. Simple as that. Super easy. Alright guys, I'm almost done. I'm having so much fun because this is so easy. But I got 3 of the 4 feet in, tightened by hand. Now I'll go slide the 4th one in. Check out how easy that was. All right, I got all 4 tent mounting feet mounted to the crossbars. All that's left is to tighten the 2 nuts on each mounting foot that connects the tent to the crossbars. Now I got all 4 mounting feet tightened completely. 2 bolts tighten it to the tent, 4 bolts tighten it to the crossbars. I have 2 crossbars supporting the tent mounting feet now. I wish I would have thought of this sooner. This is a great idea. It's much more secure now. There's no rattling between the CVT tent and the cab rack. I'm so stoked. I wish I would have thought of this sooner. 4 crossbars supporting my CVT tent rather than 2. I got everything built back together. Everything's tight and it's much more secure. No more rattling, and it does not touch the cab rack. I wish I would have thought of this idea sooner, having 2 crossbars supporting the mounting foot. That was a great idea. I really want to thank the guys over at CVT for helping me out. I added a few crossbars to the top rack. And there's 2 crossbars supporting the mounting foot. That completes the adjustments that I'll be making for today. I took off the hardware provided by CVT and I put on the Prinsu mounting feet. This time I put 2 crossbars supporting the Prinsu mounting foot. Thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.